born, you know, with some kind of, you know, gift.
Pull her head, Kenzie, pull her head. Keep the position, keep the position.
Man, you know, she's tough too, just like her dad, you know, maybe a little faster, but, you know, just cut that part out, you know.
3 minutes left, Kenzie, 3 minutes left.
The confidence is the biggest strength an athlete can have.
Like this last year, she won 3 world championships in one year.
She redeemed herself with a gold medal in the absolute division. Fantastic performance from Mackenzie Dern.
Like Jiu-Jitsu is made, you know, for like the small person to defend themselves or to be able to beat a big person, you know. But if you make one mistake, then that's it, you know. So I play my game.
And just one person can be a world champion. Just one person can win.
I know, like I have like great Jiu-Jitsu, you know, like I have the Jiu-Jitsu to beat anyone.
People ask, oh man, who's that girl? You know, oh, it's Megaton's daughter, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's funny because 2 days ago in the tournament, the people, you know, hey, who's that guy? Oh, it's Mackenzie's father. I said, man, you know, how the things change.
Now I'm like the new queen of Abu Dhabi, you know.
Highly regarded as one of the #1 female black belts today, Mackenzie Dern.
You know, the true warrior, okay? It's not that one win all the time, but the one fight all the time.
I couldn't see my life any other way. Okay, we just have to pick up Isaac Paiva. He's a black belt from Brazil. He's here for the Pan Am's camp too. And then from there, we're gonna go straight to my dad's academy, Megaton Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy, to have our training. It's on the way though, so. You guys can listen to some Brazilian music.
Made it.
Come on. Don't lose position, guys. Slow. Good. Have fun. Stay slow, guys. Stay slow. Don't get hurt, huh? Finance next week, guys. Ready? Let's go. Practice your balance. Let's go. Practice your base. Recover. Yeah, good.
My name is Wellington Megaton Dias. We're in Phoenix, Arizona. This is our headquarters here, you know, Megaton Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy.
Let's go.
So, you know, like they call them, you know, the blackest of the black belts. So, you know, it's tough training here, you know, it's not easy. Oh man, just the death stick, man, the stick of death, you know, everybody's more focused because they don't want to get hit with the stick, so, you know, we just listen and train hard.
Let's go, guys, let's go fight it out!
I'm feeling good, you know, like next week is the Pan Am, so like basically what's done is done, you know, like I don't think that there's going to be a big change now this week, you know. Like, or you're ready or you're not ready, you know? So just trying to like keep the training, like trying to cut my weight down a little bit.
Training at Team Megatons, man, is always tough, you know? Like good roles, like competition roles. Everybody's always getting ready for competitions. Mackenzie's success has, you know, brought a lot of recognition to the gym, you know? People come from all around, you know, wanting to train with her, train with us, because they're like, you know, oh, she comes from Team Megaton, let's go down there, you know? Man, every time we roll, you know, the pressure's always there. You know, she's quick, she's fast, she's strong, she's got good pressure. Man, but when we roll, we go hard, you know? We try to go hard with each other, and she always pushes me, I push her, hopefully, you know? But, yeah, she's really technical, really technical.
I'm trying to do like my training like how I think I'll compete, you know? So in my division I have me and 2 other girls, you know? And like the most I'll do in my division is 3 fights, you know, like because we'll be like 3, you know, round robin. So if I like lose one, then I'll go fight again. But you know, hopefully I don't do that. You know, just 2 fights, and then the absolute. You know, so let's see. I'm feeling good.
We noticed that you're the only girl here today. Is that normal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always the only girl.
This is your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Looks like me.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I look like him. That's me. That's me. That's a boy.
You're triangling it?
Yeah. I won a little motorcycle on that tournament. This is a judo class. My dad was teaching judo. And that's a boy. He does judo until today too. It's so funny. Everyone who comes here asks if that's me.
Yeah.
No, always.
Since she's little, you know, 3, 2 years old, I always bring her in the mat, you know what I mean? She's grew up, you know, in the mat. She learned to walk in the mat, kind of thing.
Just like almost all the experiences that kids normally have, I don't know, at home or something, mine was like at the academy, you know, so.
I have like a TV set on the gym and put some, you know, DVD for her, you know, Little Mermaid or whatever, you know, and she watch a little bit, play in the mat a little bit.
Like I'd be watching the movie, but just kind of like hearing him say things, you know, like, mount, okay, sweep past the guard, okay, do this, you know, like, and like listening and watching them do it, but never like, you know, really paying attention, you know.
It's funny because I always want to have a boy, you know, it's kind of thing, I always want to have a boy to follow my footsteps, you know, oh man.
Like, for sure, I bet you he probably wanted like one boy, you know, to like continue the legacy.
The day the, you know, the labor, it's come out a girl, right? I say, oh man, you know. If you know, put the percentage, more guys do jiu-jitsu than girls. So I say, oh man, if she don't want to train, you know what I mean? She wants to maybe do a ballet or volleyball or something like that, right? Then I say, oh man, you know, maybe I'm going to need to do another kid to be maybe a boy.
I started learning when I was 3, like, you know, like upa and mount and like break falls and stuff like that.
She go get a gi. Sometimes she even have her gi even before, you know, I say anything, she already have a gi and, you know, sometimes dress up, sometimes with the gi under the arm. Hey, Daddy, we'll go train today. I said, yeah, let's go train, you know.
So I was just like glad that, like, even though he got a girl, like, I think I did a better job than if he was to have a boy, so.
We at the Thunderbird Mountain, you know, try to hike a little bit to improve the cardio.
Yeah, after like a good sparring and training, it's just like kind of good to relax. And I don't know, I'm not a big desert person, but like when I come out here and just like good weather, like right now it's what time is it?
4:30. It's, yeah, 4:30.
4:30, and I mean it feels good, you know, just like get some sun. Maybe if they had this and then the beach too would be nice. It's crazy, you know, because like people think desert doesn't have any mountains, you know, but like we're a valley actually. We're a valley in the desert, so all the mountains are around us.
I even need to check to make sure, but I heard it's like, I don't know if it's 10 years or 100 years to the army to start pop out, something like that. It's like amazing. At least I think it's cool, you know, all these cactus, you know what I mean? You know, yes, you know, it's kind of cool. I like Arizona, man, you know, it's a cool place, you know.
I don't know what the story is, but I think like every arm is like 100 years or something.
Yeah, it's what they're saying, you know.
Yeah, I wanted to be like that. Like, always wanted to be like my dad. Like, man, that's like a champion. Like, I want to be that too, you know? And what I loved the most was like always going to tournaments and just like seeing all these people know my dad, and my dad know him, you know, and my dad just always introduced me to everyone, and I was like, wow, you know, like, it was so cool for me. Like, for me, I felt like my dad was a celebrity, you know what I mean?
Megaton is my nickname, is how everybody in the Jiu-Jitsu world know me. You know, I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Grew up, you know, training since I'm 5 years old, and I start training with the Grace family, Grace Maitá, and achieve my black belt and compete a lot. Like to compete. Matter of fact, I think I'm the only one compete every world championship as a black belt. It's funny that people even make fun of me, saying I never was a doubt. The first world championship I already mastered, so the people make fun of me about that.
When the Worlds was in Brazil, he would go like 2 months early, and he always take me there with him, and I got to see like his whole process. Like he would go down to like light featherweight. When he would compete, he would always show me like to Leticia and Kira Gracie and Leca Vieira, like show me all these girls, Bianca Andrade, like all these girls, always introducing me to them, like. So he always like opened up all these opportunities to me, and I'm like really fortunate for that. But my first tournament was when I was 6 years old, and it's like so crazy because like from 6 all the way until I was like 13, I never fought girls, always I fought boys.
When Mackenzie was little, because have enough girls to make it girls division, so girls used to fight with boys, you know what I mean?
Boys didn't like to lose to girls. They always cried after I fought them. I was gonna fight this boy, and the whole time before we were gonna fight, he was just like staring at me, like looking mean to me,
The price was a rocket bike, a little motorcycle bike, the ones little ones, and the bicycle too, And she won her weight class, so she got the bicycle, right? And then she go fight, a super fight with this boy, the same boy she beat. And then she beat the boy again, and got the little motorcycle rocket bike.
And after we fought, he came to me after and he's like, oh, do you want to come play tag with us, And like then we were like friends, you know what I mean? And then we played around the competition, like while it was still happening, When I was at elementary school, like I would be like, oh, like, why don't you come to train, And people would be like, oh, like karate, be like, no, it's jiu-jitsu, And then like explain like, oh, it's like judo, but we like choke you in armbar. And like I would show some chokes on people, like all the time I did that. I don't know how many people like I choked during elementary school just to like show them, Hello, do you remember me from yesterday?
Yeah, you have black belt.
Thank you.
Good luck tomorrow.
Nice to meet you.
Are you competing today?
Today is absolute.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we've been watching.
Thank you. Thank you. Both together? Good. Nice to meet you guys. What belt are you girls?
Gray.
Gray both? Oh, nice. So cool. Nice to meet you. I'm here at the Pan American Championships in Irvine, California, and today is like the black belt day. We have some brown belts, so like you see like the new generation coming up, like the up and coming black belts pretty soon. It's like probably one of the most exciting days. We have the absolute division, so I'll be doing the absolute today. I have 3 fights to make it to the finals, so if I make it to the finals, that will be tomorrow. And I'm excited, I'm a little bit overweight, so hopefully the absolute can help me to cut a little bit of weight. And let's just see, I'm ready to have some fun.
Here we again showing you another position, okay, another takedown. Again, this is Mackenzie, 2009 world champion, and just come back from Brazil, from the Rio Open with the 2nd place. She will assist me with the technique.
probably from 13 to like 16, like 13 to 15, is such like an awkward stage, I think, for like almost any jiu-jitsu teen or juvenile, you know. But now you see like some academies, they have multiple kids that age, you know. But like for me, it was like when you're leaving the kids class, you know, because like you're too big, or you know, like just the kids class isn't more for you, but you're still too young for the adults class. So you're doing the adults class, but you're not really, you know, like you're not fitting the things, you know what I mean? Like you're still not as strong yet, you know. So you're kind of stuck in the middle, you know.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
By the time I was 15, I was like, man, I'm just like ready to be like in the adult division, like blue belt, you know. Because 15 was like green belt, but you fight as a blue, you know. I'm just like, man, I want my blue belt, you know, so I can like start being like more professional, you know. And then once I did get my blue belt at 16, I fought adult, which is like 18 now. And I won the worlds there too. And then it started to like get better, you know.
I make Mackenzie go through every single belt of jiu-jitsu. You know, pretty much the belt was white, yellow, orange, green, then it comes, you know, blue, purple, brown, and black. I think, you know, I'm not 100% sure, but I think she's one of the few people, you know, really pass through every belt, you know, in the jiu-jitsu.
I started to do the Europeans, and then I would go to Brazil, keep going to Brazil to compete. And just, yeah, I was just like getting bigger and bigger. Like the world championships would come around, and like thankfully I was able to win like from blue juvenile until brown belt. Like I won every worlds that I fought. I already knew like I wasn't gonna go to college, you know. I was like, man, I'm not gonna go to college, because I think like most athletes, I mean, of course, it's possible, you know, like to study and go to university, you know. But I think a lot of like athletics in general, sports, it's like you have a short time, you know, that like you're in your prime. I believe I'm still like haven't even reached my prime yet, you know. I think like I'm still young, still like I'm just starting to get my woman's strength now.
It's good to see her progress, see her doing well in every belt division, her training, and you know, not just in competition, but in training too. You know, see her on the daily basis. You know, even myself training with her. You know.
Purple, I started to like really win a lot of things like internationally, so I started to get like a lot of attention. You know.
She got in the level where when they train with her, I need to put a little bit pressure just to try to survive it, because if not, she's go sweep, she go get your foot, and she's crank. I say, ah man, I go need to tap, and then boom, I tap, you know. They say, how are you? Let me get, you know, the position. I say, I don't let you get the position, you get the position.
Brown belt for me was like the hardest year, like mentally wise, just like to get over like all that pressure. I was 18. Like I went into the Worlds and like I had like 7 matches and I submitted all 7. I knew I wouldn't get promoted on the podium because I was only 6 months brown belt, but I don't know, I was like all my belts were on the podium. Since like I was promoted to blue, promoted to purple, promoted to brown, all on the podium. I was like, no. I was just like hoping that when I get my black belt would be like in my home, you know, like in the academy, like with my dad, you know.
She kind of was thinking about she go get a promoter, but you know, hey, she don't got a promoter, she don't got a promoter.
It was just kind of hard, you know, because like everyone would like come and be like, man, I thought you were gonna get your belt, you know, like, ah, man, I really thought you were gonna get your belt tonight, you know, and I was just kind of like, ah.
And I wait for promoter her like on the training, you know what I mean, the next day, in the Saturday, and I promoted her in the training. For me, it was, you know, almost like, you know, when she was born, you know, my own daughter, you know, tying the black belt in her waist, you know what I mean, it was something very emotional, you know what I mean.
the next day, we always have like a group training of everyone who got promoted, you know. So we were there, like Homo Baja was there, and Edwin, he was there. And then like after the training, then my dad like, really he didn't even do a speech, you know. Like I thought that his like black belt speech for me would be like this huge speech. He got like, so, and then he started to cry, and then he was like, I want to promote my daughter.
You know, tears coming from my eyes to see my daughter getting a black belt, you know what I mean, something, you know, I did, you know what I mean, and now she's achieved, you know, the black belt. It was something very emotional for us. She's happy to be, you know, to become a black belt, you know. It was kind of cool, you know what I mean.
Like, that's very rare that someone can like get promoted by their own dad, you know, so that was like the coolest part. The adult female black open class. So we'll start to call the division soon. I'm just getting ready for the absolute division. Sometimes I get nervous, you know, but like usually the absolute I never get nervous because, you know, I'm a featherweight, you know, I don't really have any responsibility to win. When the big person knows like the same choke, you know, the same armbar, you know, the same techniques, you know, then it's different, you know, when we're both black belts. So, you know, I have no really responsibility. I don't feel nervous. Just like go to have fun. I like to fight different people, you know, like see what I need to improve with different types of styles, you know. So I don't feel any nervousness, just excited. I love to fight, and I'm glad to be here. I want to be like the #1 ranking still. Like I want to continue that. I want to end the season as #1. Like I'm always looking for the points and like just to keep those titles, you know. I'm gonna do my best.
Left, Cass. 3 minutes left. Plenty time, babe. Plenty time. Pull her head, Cass. Pull her head. Break the posture. Keep the position. Keep the position.
So I just finished my first fight, and I like to go for the toe hold, so I tried to go for the toe hold, and thankfully, like, it worked out, so I'm really excited. I mean, my goal is to finish fast, you know, so when it happens, I'm happy. If not, like, I just stay calm, you know, and just keep trying to submit, but I'm glad that it was fast. Now I'll try to get some energy for the next fight. Podio was a couples fight, my debut on the black belt. Was against Luisa Monteiro and Leon Dolo.
Without a concern about losing the position, Dern goes after that footlock with everything. She's got right on the edge of the mat. The referee uses best decision for the safety of the athletes, pulling back in the middle and awarded 2 points.
Guys, they would start first and they would fight, and then however, like if it was 5-0, you know, then the girls, we would start our fight 5-0, you know, for like however it was. We would continue with the scoreboard. It was 5-2, I think.
Luisa awarded the 2 points for the sweep, bringing her ahead to 7. Now Mackenzie Dern ahead again with 8 points, 1 advantage for the couples. Total points. Great match. Great comeback. Mackenzie's performance there. Very impressive.
I was able to like recover the match, and then I ended up winning for us. And that was like a good like booster, you know, because like Louisa was so tough, you know, and it was just like, it made me feel like, okay, like I was ready for the black belt, you know. Like I think if I was to lose like really bad, I might feel like, man, maybe I should have stayed a little bit longer in brown belt, you know. But I think it really put like a stamp on my arrival at the black belt.
Climb up, yes, climb up.
I mean, like, I knew it would be a tough match. Last time to beat me, you know, so it was like 3 years ago.
How does Mackenzie approach this match?
There's such a big difference in size and weight.
I always knew that someone could beat her. I never thought, oh, it's gonna be me. I had been thinking about MMA for like more than 2 years.
This is a bad deal, man. This is a bad deal. As a father, then I mean,
I think like now that I won everything, like, man, I don't even feel pressure like to win, you know, like the whole 2015 was like a boost for me. Anytime I lose, you know, I try to come back stronger because I want them to remember the win, not the loss.